past 9 years, the Toyota Camry has been the #1 selling passenger car in America. So when they began redesigning it for 2012, what did they do?
We really listened carefully to what our customers told us. And one of the things that they told us loud and clear was, don't change the size.
In other words, if it ain't broke, don't, oh well, you know.
It's completely understandable why Toyota would not want to mess with success. Engine choices remain the same. There's a 4-cylinder V6 and hybrid system. Even the look is very Camry-y, which I'm sure is not a word.
At the press launch in Portland, Oregon, 2 things are emphasized: a much improved interior and better driving dynamics. To prove the handling point, they've brought us here. Not exactly Camry's natural habitat. To refresh our memories, we were put in the outgoing models first. Using more high-strength steel, Camry is now 150 pounds lighter and gets a more rigid structure. Together with a retuned suspension, the 2012 car is more engaging in hard maneuvers. Definitely better. Feels almost like an Accord.
The SC has a different suspension. It's tuned differently than the LE and the XLE and the hybrid. The steering system is tuned a little bit more for more spirited driving experience. So yes, and the customer will notice the difference.
Let's get something straight. This is not a sports sedan. It is better, but it isn't a BMW competitor. That's not Camry's mission. Really, are you going to drive like this on the way to Safeway? It's the open road where Camry will be appreciated. With added sound insulation, the cabin is as hushed as some luxury sedans on the highway. It would be an excellent road trip machine. Let's go over the powertrains. Most buyers will choose the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder with 178 horsepower and a 25 city, 35 highway EPA fuel economy rating. Next up the performance ladder is, surprise, the hybrid with 200 horsepower. This drivetrain is much improved from the previous generation. It now gets 43 city, 39 highway. All engines now get best-in-class fuel economy. The car I drove most is an XLE model with a 268-horse 3.5-liter V6 that gets 21 miles per gallon city, 30 highway. Standard powertrains get 6-speed automatics. The hybrid gets a CVT. The 6-cylinder is powerful. 0 to 60 happens in just under 7 seconds. The 4 does it in a respectable 8.5. Most drivers will be happy with it. Behold, the biggest change. The past generation car had a plain, conservative look inside. For 2012, there's an impressive amount of style, and all models get an instrument panel with real stitching, though down here it's molded in. My tester gets heated leather chairs, a very good JBL sound system, plus all Camrys get knee airbags up front and rear side impact units. In total, there are 10 airbags. Phone and iPod integration is standard across the board. Toyota's available N-Tune system allows a driver to hook up a smartphone and run apps like Bing Search, Pandora, and iHeartRadio.
And then there's also data services. I can look up fuel prices, stock information, weather, traffic, sports. The other nice thing about it is that I can be using Intune and maybe doing a Bing destination search, because maybe I'm looking for a business that's not on my map software. The great thing is I can find something on my Bing destination search, and then it will take the latitude, longitude coordinates of that business and drop it on my map grid, even if my map software doesn't know that that business exists.
Oh, really?
And so then that allows me to utilize the platform of my navigation software and the updatability of that Bing together.
Camry's backseat has never been described as cramped. For 2012, there's almost 2 more inches of knee room.
Footroom isn't going to be a problem either. Also nice that the floor is flat. Door and seat pockets are here, but no power port. Gripes? Well, I get Toyota's strategy, but I'd like a little bit more drama in the familiar design. Against the elegant interior, these look like Xbox controllers. There's no tap for 3 blinks feature that's becoming more common. The Korean competition offers a panoramic glass roof, heated seats in the rear, and ventilated seats up front, plus it's $3,000 less. So it depends on how buyers define value, a lower price and loads of features, or the bulletproof reputation Camry has built over the years.
I'm at a press event, so sorry, no TP trunk test this week, but I do have my luggage
Hey, I travel light for a TV crew. Eyeballing it, I'd say it's about the same as the outgoing Camry, which took 6 bundles of the 2-ply. Like many cars, the hinge arms will pinch your stuff if not loaded carefully. There's additional space should you need it. Also, there's a spare tire, which is becoming more rare. Toyota says Camry should appeal to more buyers now with crisper handling and much better interiors. They believe it's not just one car.
Yeah, Camry is really 3 different cars. Right? We have a 4-cylinder, which most people will value. We also have an SE that has a 4-cylinder and a 6-cylinder for a little bit more spirited driving experience. And the difference in that car is they've tuned the suspension differently. They've tuned the steering a little bit differently. It includes paddle shifters, so it gives the consumer a little bit more of a more dynamic driving experience. And then we have the hybrid. It delivers 200 horsepower, 43 mpg for consumers that really value economy, but also want a good driving experience.
The hybrid looks pretty much like the LE except for the badges and blue tint to the Toyota logo. Even though it's more compact now, the battery takes up trunk space and eliminates the split rear seat. There's just a small pass-through. Inside, there are some subtle changes with the hybrid getting a crisper gauge cluster and, once again, unique trim in the cabin. I didn't drive it, so I'll have to get a press car soon to check out the lofty MPG numbers. Summing up, the 2012 Camry is more competitive, luxurious, and fuel efficient at a lower price. An L model starts at $22,700. At $33,300, this XLE is some $2,000 less than the car it replaces. It's all part of the Toyota strategy to keep Camry familiar to its loyal owners and remain the most popular car in America for another 9 years. Here's something interesting. These very small fins found on all the models help Camry slip through the wind with less turbulence. The Toyota folks claim they actually make a big difference.
Well, that's my preview of the 2012 Toyota Camry. A little bit of trivia for you. Since they've started making these in 1983, Toyota has sold 15 million of them worldwide. Not too shabby. Oh, also the name means crown. So does Corolla. All these fun facts here at Driven Car Reviews. Hope you like that. Anyways, that's Driven. I'm Tom Volk.